back. My name is Corey Singer, here to talk to you about the autistic experience. Today, I'm going over 10 celebrities who have autism. If you want to see more autistic content, go to my TikTok page. I'll link that down below. I'll also link my Instagram, Corey Singer Music. And yeah, let's get to it. So I'm not going to be saying these people's name in any particular order. These are just the 10 that I wanted to talk about in this video. So number 10, we got the obvious, Temple Grandin. What can I say about this woman that hasn't been said already? She is a scientist, and she is actually the person who revolutionized the way cattle are treated on the way to slaughterhouses. She is also one of the first, if not the first, autistic spokespeople in the autism community. She's written a lot of books about her insights of having autism and the way autistics should be treated and how parents could help their children with autism. She's a proponent for the humane treatment of livestock and cattle on their way to slaughter. She is so well known to the autism community that she has a biopic made about her on HBO. Back in 2010. It was actually an amazing movie. It's called Temple Grandin. You should check it out. And number 9, we got Susan Boyle. If you don't remember who this lady is, she went viral on YouTube after her audition on Burton's Got Talent when she sang I Dreamed a Dream. People didn't know what to expect when they saw her, but then she sang and she took the world by storm. She didn't win. She came in second place, but she still, to this day, has a very lucrative singing career. She was diagnosed with autism later in life, and she said after her diagnosis, a lot of her upbringing made sense finally. And she is an amazing, amazing singer. So, you know, if you don't remember her, check out her video of I Dreamed a Dream from Burton's Got Talent. She even impressed Simon Cowell. And number 8, we got film director Tim Burton. Now, who doesn't know Tim Burton? He's made movies like Nightmare Before Christmas, Edward Scissorhands, Batman from 1989, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, Big Fish, Sweeney Todd, basically so many movies with Johnny Depp. This man is one of the biggest directors in Hollywood. And he was self-diagnosed with autism. He and his girlfriend, Helen Bonham Carter, were watching a documentary about autism, and through that documentary, they discovered that Tim Burton is autistic. And it made sense, because growing up, people who knew Tim Burton described him as reclusive and introverted, and would do reclusive activities like painting, drawing, and watching movies, which his passion for movies led him to being one of the biggest directors in movie making. At number 7, we have actor Dan Aykroyd. Now, you've definitely seen this man somewhere. He's got an Oscar nomination for Driving Miss Daisy. He's one of the original cast members of Saturday Night Live. He's been in Blues Brothers, My Girl, Dragnet, so many movies. But he is most recognizable in the movie Ghostbusters, which he also co-wrote. And it came from his obsession with the paranormal. And apparently there are rumors that growing up, he and his family would hold seances, which is where the obsession kind of came from. He's diagnosed with Tourette syndrome at 14, but was diagnosed with autism a little later in life, and apparently for him that made sense. So Ghostbusters, one of the greatest comedies of all time, is a product of autism. You're welcome. At number 6, we have Albert Einstein, one of the greatest geniuses ever. Now, he wasn't diagnosed when he was alive, but medical professionals look back at his behavior and people who knew him, and they all say he definitely had autism. He had speech delays growing up. He didn't speak until he was 4 years old, and even when he did speak, he had echolalia, which is where you repeat phrases that you say or other people say. Hence echolalia, a big trait of autism. Also, he had a hard time socializing, and he was very reclusive. All traits of autism. But that led to him being, like I said, a big genius. At number 5, we have chess grandmaster and chess world champion Bobby Fischer. Now, many people who play chess know who Bobby Fischer is. Now, he is believed to have had Asperger's syndrome, but he was definitely diagnosed with schizophrenia and OCD. And he had a very hard time making friends and keeping friends. He was very bad socially and liked to stick to a very rigid routine and couldn't cope when that routine was broken. And he had an extreme intense focus on chess, which made him arguably the best chess player ever. He had a hard time relating to others because he had bad social abilities and had a lack of friends. But because of his autism and his intense focus on chess, he is regarded as probably one of the greatest, if not the best chess player of all time. At number 4, we have tech giant Bill Gates. Everybody knows who Bill Gates is. Everybody. And he hasn't come out with a diagnosis, but medical professionals have basically said he shows a lot of traits of autism. Bill Gates rocks into back and forth motion when concentrating, which is stimming, basically. One of the most popular forms of stimming for autism is rocking back and forth. I do that sometimes. He has very shortened speech patterns and speaks in a monotone voice, and he has trouble making eye contact. In fact, he makes it his business not to make eye contact. For me, I don't have that much trouble making eye contact. Sometimes it does get a little difficult. Like, I feel like I have to stare right into the person's eyes when having to talk to them, but as I've gotten older, I've been able to manage making eye contact and not having that much difficulty doing so. Number 3, we have actress Daryl Hannah. Now, Daryl Hannah may be most famous for playing Ellie Driver in the Kill Bill movies. You know, that chick with the eye patch. She was also in movies like Splash, Blade Runner, Steel Magnolias, My Favorite Martian, and many other movies. She was diagnosed with autism as a young child, and she found a love of acting as a young child and loved the controlled environments of acting, especially in film. And so she became an actress. And she doesn't do many talk shows because she doesn't like the spontaneity or the randomness that happens on talk shows, which is why you really never see her do interviews. She was also known for her activism. She is an environmentalist and is part of the World Future Council. And she's married to singer-songwriter Neil Young, so she gets to hear some good tunes. Number 2, we got Satoshi Tajiri. Now, not many people may know who he is by his name, but you definitely know what he's done. Growing up in Japan, he had a big love for the outdoors and collecting bugs as a kid. And as he grew up, video games and arcade games became his obsession. This led him to writing and editing a magazine called Game Freak, and it led to him pitching a brand new game to Nintendo called Pokmon. This is the dude that created Pokemon. And not only did Pokemon become a big instant hit, it also saved Nintendo from their dipping sales. In 1989, he turned his magazine Game Freak into a video game company. This dude is one of the most influential people in the gaming world and has created one of the biggest franchises ever in Pokemon. At number 1, we have Sir Anthony Hopkins. Yes, the actor, Anthony Hopkins, is autistic. Anthony Hopkins received a late-in-life diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome and explained a lot. He had an intense focus in memorizing his lines before anyone else, but he was also a loner and never went to parties. This also made him a great actor. He said he would like to observe people and break down their characters and all that, and would help him form the characters. And his portrayal of Dr. Hannibal Lecter in the movie Silence of the Lambs is iconic and regarded as one of the best screen performances of all time. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role in the Oscars in the 90s for his portrayal, and his portrayal of Dr. Hannibal Lecter is ranked number 1 in the American Film Institute's top 100 heroes and villains list of all time. And his acting is so good that he was knighted by the Queen. And this man is regarded as one of the greatest actors of all time, and for good reason. So that's the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. So I have a bit of an announcement. I'm a singer-songwriter, and on my website, CoreySinger.com, you can pre-order my single, Someone, which releases on the 12th of March. And it's going to be available on all downloading and streaming services. And we just recorded the music video yesterday, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited for it. So go to my website, CoreySinger.com, and you can please pre-order my single, Someone. It would mean a lot to me. I wrote it based on my struggles of having autism, so it's a very deep, personal song to me. And I will see you guys next week. Have a nice one.